Hey guys, thought I'd bring a video to you today. It's based upon the fact of that friend I was telling you about. By the way, I'm going to link my Instagram in the description of when you guys want to send stories. By all means, please send some. Anyways, also I'll say this before the video starts: is if you like the story, please subscribe and like and comment because it helps the video do better. Anyways, I'll get into the story. Basically, the story is that the old friend of mine was he was a nice dude, but actually no, I shouldn't say he was a nice dude. He was kind of nuts. But what it was is the fact is he was mad because the girl that I was friends with was the one that he was liking and everything, and he started to show the fact is he had a lot of insecurities and everything. And I'll admit, guys have insecurities and everything, but he started being overzealous and whatnot too, because it was difficult because of the fact is he start talking crap to her and everything after this and everything, and I heard it too, but she kind of was a little bit at fault too because of the fact is he had the reputation of that dude, basically we all know, that's just classified as a man whore. And the girl, I'm not hassling on this, but if you're going to have a child that young, don't do it, because of the fact is your entire, I guess, just fun years that you have get taken away because you have to look after your child. And she was really nice, but not at the same time. I can't speak. Not at the same time, but it's hard to explain with her because of the fact is she kind of had no filter, and she as far as I know, she grew up in the city, and it was kind of a strange thing is because of the fact is oh god, my throat's dry. Sorry. It was kind of a strange thing is because she really went into in-depth detail, and I figured out some things that, sorry about that. Cat was being funny with the side wall. But she it was hard to explain because of the fact is she go into in-depth detail, and I found out about some things that maybe I shouldn't have because of the fact is that the dude, because I'm still this, but I'm proud of it because of the fact is I didn't do it when I was at a young age, so I didn't so this way I can learn about it more and everything and have the right person to do it with. You can kind of go and sense where I'm going with this, but her gonna call it baby daddy, apparently she had an unhealthy obsession because you know how I'm not gonna get into this really that much, but a normal guy's regular size eggplant is, she didn't like that, and she got into really in-depth detail, and I don't want to say really much any of it because it could possibly backfire, but it was also, I'm sorry for this, but I was just busy doing something, that's why it's such a delay. But it was difficult because of the fact is it was hard, sorely, the fact being is because they're both putting their, oh no, well, mainly her, she was basically getting my ideas on it and everything. So I eventually said is he has a reputation of a man whore. I know people are gonna say I shouldn't have said that, you should have taken one with their boys, but compared to how he treated me to how she treated me at the time, I rather would have taken my chance with her instead of him. because the fact is, like, if you treat your friends poorly, like, they're not really going to have that quote-unquote trust for you. But anyways, what it was solely the fact being is, like, I really did... I had feelings for her, but that wasn't... I can definitely tell you that wasn't a factor with it. But it was difficult, honestly, because, like, I was caught in between two middle grounds, and if a couple's ever friends with the same person, don't force them to choose. Don't force them to choose, because that's just, it's hard for them. And I was trying to explain to her and him also, the fact being is, like, you guys aren't happy and everything, but she eventually kind of got, I guess you could say, the common sense in her. She eventually went over to him one of the days, and was like, hey, this isn't working. Like, I heard some things and everything that I don't really appreciate that you're doing whilst, like, we're a thing. And instead of being, like, chill about it, he decides to be completely, like, pissed with me. And then at the same night, proceeds to message me of the saying of, like, oh, you try and talk shit about me and everything, and you're trying to sabotage our relationship. And I was just like, number one, dude, I'm not. And number two is the fact is, like, why would I know he knows my morals, because, like, my morals obviously are, like, don't go for a girl that is trying to go for another dude, but you know what I mean. And it was weird, because he was, like, trying to say is, like, it's all my fault and everything, and this continued on for, like, a long period of time. Probably had to put this into a part 2, but he was basically saying is the fact is, like, it's my fault, I have to drop the friends that he was connected to and everything. And then I found out later that he messaged my other 3 friends at the time, and was basically trying to get them to, like, ditch me and everything. And they were like, this ain't involving us. Why the bleep are we going to abandon him? Everything. And it made sense. Like, why would he's trying to get people involved that weren't involved, and he was pissed off at them as, like, well, you don't back me up. It's like, it's not involving us. You're the one that started this crap, because you can't keep your mouth, not to me, but to him. It's like, you're the one that started this crap because you can't keep your eggplant in your pans, and he was just speaking the truth to her to try and be kind. I told her, like, I'll give you this information, but whatever your decision is entirely your decision. Don't solely base it on me, which she didn't. She didn't, because of the fact is, like, he had a reputation of a man whore. And it also didn't help because he also, like, in the middle of class or whatever, it was like a work period, he proceeded to pull out his phone on, like, Snapchat and whatnot, and was like, oh, look at all the girls I'm texting and everything. It's like, I have, like, 50 of them on here, and, like, 2 dudes and everything. He had a flex that in front of her, and she was kind of like, I don't like this. And, like, no girl would. No girl would. Because of the fact is, like, who would? Eventually, it turned into a big fiasco where, like, roughly for almost a year now, but I won't ever have to see him again, but roughly a year, it was just solely of him going after me and everything. And it was so cringy, because, like, he's basically say to her of, like, oh, he smells and everything, and, like, I shower regularly, for one. Number 2, he was trying to say is, like, oh, we have beef, and it was so cringe. So cringe, because it was like, we neither of us had beef. I didn't have beef with him. I was willing to work it out like a man, like 2 civilized men, but, like, I guess he didn't have the our size comparison to be a man, if you know what I'm saying. I'm joking. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. See ya.